we put out a video. We do that sometimes. We put out a video on New Year's Eve. We made it seem like it wasn't going to come out, but guess what?
Tricked them.
It did. We tricked everyone again.
We fooled the world.
Not one person was onto us.
We're the smartest men in the room.
Not one person.
Yeah,
I gotta
everyone
hand it
was.
And when I say the room, I mean the whole world.
I gotta hand it to you guys.
Everyone
Pull the wool
was-
over my
They
eyes.
thought,
right.
oh, they
Yeah.
were going to do it. Boom.
I didn't expect
New
it.
Year's Eve. Buy my corn on eBay in the chat says they don't have pulsating balls. You need to see a doctor.
It must be
New
cold
Year's
where you
Eve-
live. Warm them up.
Exactly. It's freezing.
gotta
Todd
get
and
hot.
Aaron 2016 Game Awards came out on New Year's Eve. The boys are back giving you their best awards. Just one after another, celebrating what may have been the best year ever
year
in
of
their
all time.
lifetime.
If in Todd and Aaron's world, it was the best year ever because they got rid of all the bad celebrities that Todd and Aaron wouldn't like.
Yeah.
Sometimes people get mad at us for the stuff that's in Todd and Aaron.
Right. Yeah.
So I feel like I need to remind everybody that's Todd and Aaron's opinion. Right.
Yeah.
Those don't reflect our opinions.
Right.
Yeah.
They are anti-heroes.
The
We all know a Todd and Aaron out there.
The literal like thing with them is that the opposite of everything they say.
Right.
You know, it's like there were a couple jokes like I got a lot of like I took a lot of heat on with this.
What?
Crazy.
But it's like I don't know these guys said Muammar Gaddafi was like the greatest guy on earth.
We like ISIS, but we're glad David Bowie died.
I mean,
is what it is.
last year's video, they loved my character loved ISIS.
You don't even need to go that deep. They set the stage by voting John Madden Football the greatest game every year for like 14 years in a row. I mean,
They got blinders on.
That's our invitation to let
Clearly.
you in on the joke.
Yes.
But yeah, new Todd and Aaron came out. Maybe the most, I say this because it was maybe the most offensive Todd and Aaron we've done. Particularly with our...
We don't even set out to like do that, to be like that, but it was just...
No, but it was just...
It just worked out.
You know,
Big
it was
targets
just,
in 2016.
you know what it is that the year made so many people feel beat up and sad that they couldn't
It
even...
was a rough year.
They weren't ready for us to sprinkle on the humor.
I honestly, I understand and I sympathize because so much shit sucked this year that touching any of it was like,
it's hard.
Yeah.
So I get it. I totally get it. But you know, whatever. Muhammad Ali, okay.
You know what?
God.
Todd and
That
Aaron,
one makes...
Todd and Aaron is here to cauterize the
tough.
wound. Okay, we hold the torch to the open, bloody wound, and we just seal it back up.
Yeah.
It hurts, but it's for the best.
You know why I feel nothing wrong. You know, we make a lot of jokes about people who died in it, and why I feel no remorse about any of it is no. In all honesty,
no, let them know. Yeah, educate them.
Is Muhammad Ali's legacy in any way fragile enough that my dumbass, stupid ass, shitty ass joke in any way impacted it?
No.
Not at all.
No.
That man is a hero. He went out a hero. Why in any way does this dumbass guy playing a dumbass character affect that in any way?
Oh man.
But also, there are people out there who don't know who Muhammad Ali is, and they will only know him from our video. And that is kind of funny. I mean,
I'm laughing.
Very funny.
I'm gonna say it's split a little more. A few more people found out about him through our video.
yeah.
But,
I love
He's
roasts.
lucky we featured him.
I love roast jokes and like roast battle, like roast style humor.
Yeah.
So that like eviscerating take, like the punch on, I mean, no pun intended, on the champ there, Ali, was so fucking just well written and well crafted.
knocked him right out.
It was a well crafted joke, and
But anyway.
always gets me.
yeah, so that's just in general, not just
Kudos
all
to
of them.
them.
That's how I felt. So,
Where do we go from here?
I don't know.
and it was what was crazy though is that we made that, we put it together, and then within 2 days of that, Carrie Fisher passed away. George Michael. And for a split second, we were like, do we add on to this? Like,
I thought you were going to.
Oh my god! Like when is it safe to end this video? You know,
Never.
Just ironically enough, somehow the saddest death that happened last year for me was Carrie Fisher, just because that was so.
Yeah.
You know, again, like Gene Wilder meant the world to me, but he had retired. He had lived such a long life. It was okay, you know, but Carrie Fisher, there was just something like I don't know, there was something really like, oh man, about that, Not that we wouldn't have made a joke about it in the video had that happened, but you know what I'm saying.
I do think it's cool she gets to go out on seeing this revival of Star Wars.
Yeah, imagine that hadn't happened.
Just with Disney taking it over from its kind of stale, like, last 10 years or whatever. Yeah. She got to be a part of that, too.
Yeah, if she would have died 10 years ago, it would kind of like, remember how she went crazy?
She still has a movie coming out.
Yeah, that's true.
And it will be the biggest thing ever.
That's going to be a tearjerker, that scene. There's going to be some scene that they play up the audience knowing that she's no longer around.
John Williams music is going to come in with her theme.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm going to cry in advance.
Dude, I got teared up on the Star Wars Galaxy meetup.
Now,
did you see
that? No. Oh, go ahead.
There was an online game called Star Wars Galaxies, if you guys remember. I think it's still going on, or it's a more recent one, but I think it's the old one still going on. Yeah. Someone made a character that was basically like as close as they could get it to Princess Leia Organa, and then dressed her up in the same clothes, and then went to like a place where everyone that still plays this game, which at this point it's got to be the hardcores of the hardcore, because it's like 15 years old or some dumb shit.
The hardest of the core.
And then all these people, like hundreds and hundreds, there's footage of people streamed, and hundreds of people came and like set off fireworks and did dancing emotes and shit in front of her. You know, like typical World of Warcraft-esque tribute shit. But it was like that theme, that Leia theme was played.
When nerds get sad, shit gets weird.
The guy that edited the video, he played that music, and it just like, oh god, I got a little teary-eyed.
Well, I was gonna say there is one thing to remember, make it less sad. Yeah. She could still be in every Star Wars movie forever, because they just proved. Star Wars can defy the grave.
Did you hear their statement on that?
I heard they're not going to.
Star Wars officially put out a statement, because that's been everywhere. That article's been everywhere. Oh, they're already working on it. They came out and they were like, we are not gonna do that. Like
fake news.
StarWars.com.
I don't believe it. Fake news. I don't believe it.
Fake site.
They say it. Yeah, no good. Rubbish. They say that now. In 5 years, you're going to get the Princess Leia movie.
Dude, and in 50 years...
And Tupac's going to be in it too.
Yeah. Oh, shit. When they reboot the whole franchise... Yeah,
reboot. Exactly.
Like 50 years from now, Monsanto's going to make Star Wars over again.
And they're not going to lose the technology.
We're going to get hologram Star Wars.
I'm sorry.
What?
Monsanto?
Yeah, Monsanto.
Did I wasn't supposed to...
Oh, you let the cat out of the bag, and they can't handle the truth. Monsanto is in with Disney, and they're in tight, okay? They're spooning in the bed naked. And we'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
But Garrett's right. That statement is all well and good.
Who knows what the fuck's gonna happen with Star Wars?
As time goes on, there will be a point where they're like, it's been long enough. Let's make a tribute to her and put her in a movie.
Yeah. Remember how you guys busted my balls with Kurt Cobain in Guitar Hero?
Yeah, that's the best.
It's like, they'll make the puppets dance in digital space.
Yeah, honestly.
I think the thing with them announcing that was just more the fact that these new movies are coming out right now, and it's too soon.
And they're saying like, we're not going to do that right
50
now.
50 years from now.
But it is damage control for sure. Yeah.
I mean, if Tarkin, the guy who played Tarkin, the famous British actor whose name is escaping me.
Peter Mayhew.
No, that's Chewbacca.
No,
Ian McKellen.
Peter Cushing.
Peter Cushing, yes.
Had died yesterday. They wouldn't do it tomorrow either. But
thank you. Yeah, IMDb'd it.
Peter Mayhem.
IMDb'd it.
Peter Mayhem is my favorite adult film. Anyway, so that was what. Yeah. Anyway, is there anything about Todd Aaron? Anything else?
No.
No, it was a good video.
It stinks.
Good video.
Hey, it sucks.
Stinks.
Wait, I'm gonna actually. There's one more thing.
There's a guy at the end who shouldn't be in.
When Rocco and I are going through the cemetery at the end, that is not a cemetery. That is a children's park.
Yeah, which is worse because their dicks were out. You thought in a cemetery. Thank you for mentioning that, Sean. There were kids everywhere.
No, that's weird. That's a weird thing to do to have that.
They moved the cemetery but left tombstones there as a tribute.
I'm glad you brought that up. Actually, yeah.
What a tribute.
In San Diego, there is a park, just a regular park, but 100 years ago it was a cemetery, and so. They have a small section of the park that still has some original headstones standing in it. So it's a good place to film a cemetery that doesn't actually have ghosts or people, zombies.
Or people mourning loved ones.
Yeah, or any of that
werewolves.
Shit. So we were filming it there, but in the video, your guys' dicks aren't actually out.
Well,
mine was.
Those were
prosthesis?
CGI dicks. Those were VFX.
They were digital.
VFX cocks that we added, and so it raised the question of like, how much do we blur these? Because at a certain point, it starts to look super real.
Yeah,
and it's interesting because it's like, well, they're not real.
Yeah,
there's actually no penises there.
Well,
but now it's starting to look like there's a penis there, so we should make it look more censored to make it look like there's less of a penis that's not actually there. I don't know. Gets into a philosophical debate about penises.
Skeletons started to pop up, and I was yelling, "They didn't move the bodies! They didn't move the bodies!"
You know, there's probably like that button you can hit on YouTube, like you just hit 9 over and over again, like right when the dicks touch, the sparks will fly kind of thing, and then you can just check and see really your handiwork with the VFX.
Oh, that's right. Some people
it's got to be a number.
Some people thought that they were wearing dildos. I saw in the comment,
like strapping them on.
No, but they were actually digitally puppeted to flop around. So
good.
You did good.
The best shot is actually Sean jumps up and down, and put it in slow motion, and you'll see like a digital flopping
trunk
dick in the wind. Yeah, like elephant trunk.
That's cool.
Dicks in the wind.
Good
Rest
dick,
in peace, Diana.
Good dick physics.
That was the last thing to say about Todd and Aaron. I had to get that in.
You guys got
Hey,
good dick physics.